Good morning. Oh man. I haven't done cardio in quite a few days. It's been a busy week. Very busy week. Good morning. Ooh, Kanchan is the first one on here, it looks like. Barat, Octavius, FR33, Hawk, Anna, Amir, hello. Good morning. News Now, Yukon, Michael is here, Mara is here. What's up, guys? Good morning. Actually, it just turned afternoon. I've been in the middle of my workout. I'll tell you, my glutes are numb. Trained them so hard today, I don't even feel them. That's a good workout. Yeah, it's the afternoon in Myrtle Beach too, but because I just finished my workout, it still feels like morning. I got up this morning, went tanning, had some breakfast, got a workout in. You guys know I like to eat before I train heavy, and I had heavy glutes today. They are numb. My last set of, what's it called? Of side kicks on the cable, which shouldn't have hurt as bad as they did. But I was doing sets of 20 kickbacks, and then I worked my abductors. So like that side kick for sets of 15 to 18, and I went heavy. I'm like, I could feel it walking right now. It's painful. Then I texted my best friend and I said, my ass hurts so bad. Send help. Thank you, I like the red outfit. Red's one of my favorite colors to wear, actually. Thank you so much, Michael. He said, congratulations on your magazine cover. I'm really excited about it. Tim needs a good hamstring workout. I love training hamstrings. You know, hamstrings is one of the hardest parts to train on your lower body because people have a really hard time engaging their hamstrings. Isn't that crazy? Like for me, I've always been able to engage my hamstrings. I've never had an issue. But when I became a trainer, especially like getting into being a CrossFit coach, trying to get people to feel their hamstrings and not pull with their back was really challenging. I have a whole lot of tips and tricks to get people to engage their hamstrings. Thank you, Mara. 305 Retro, thank you so much. It's gonna look amazing. Ghost Keeper wants to be my sidekick. Cute. Micro Bikini Try On Haul might get banned from YouTube. They didn't even let me post my photo shoot, which actually was a really good video. Thank you, Toby. He said the red looks good on me too. So Tim, as far as hamstring goes, one of the things I really like to do is put somebody against the wall, slight bend in the knee. It takes the back out of it. So you're still performing like an RDL. And if you put your butt up against the wall or a bench, just something to put your butt up against, it literally will take your back out of it. Another really good trick, I do it with the Smith machine, but you could do it with setting up a barbell nice and low too. Just under your hip flexor, get so close that you're literally touching the bar and do an RDL there or a single leg RDL there. Reaching the dumbbell towards your toe, not down your leg. Reach a little further, you'll really feel your hamstring engaged. It's nasty. You could always start with a pre-exhaust too. I like to start with a nice set of like 20 or 30 reps on a hamstring curl. It's kind of hard not to engage your hamstrings on a hamstring curl, but that's a really good one because once they're firing, you should be able to have an easier time engaging them. So I do that a lot with, if I'm training quads or if I'm training glutes, I'll do band work first. So if I'm targeting the glutes especially, start with band work, get the glutes really firing, because it's really easy to get your quads involved and your hamstring involved when you're trying to train heavy glutes. But if you really get them firing first, you're gonna have a much easier time targeting the selected muscle group. Steven's at Starbucks right now. Thank you. I'm not even wearing my waist trainer today. Haven't been doing a lot of cardio. I've been feeling pretty lean lately. Since I can't wait for that photo shoot, I've just kind of been holding it. I feel really good. I do have a Patreon, Octavius. It is kind of like a prerequisite to get into my Snapchat. So it's how I kind of filter people in to my premium Snapchat. But if you want more of me, Sex Panther is where I'm on literally all day, every day. Except for when I'm on here with you guys, it's the only time I'm really not available, and when I'm with my clients, of course. So a couple short hours during the day that I'm not available, but I'm on there for live calls, one-on-one, you and me, all day long. Keith just did a back workout. I had back yesterday. Back, core, and biceps yesterday. Julian says, glad I could catch you on here again. Enjoyed our convo. Oh, on Sex Panther last week. Oh, my week's been good. It's been really good. It's been busy. Very busy this week. Michael, Chris is doing well. He actually had a follow-up yesterday. I was gonna come on yesterday, but so I was on Sex Panther until 3 in the morning, Monday night into Tuesday morning, and we had a 9:30 appointment with his doctor. Okay, I never sleep in, and I never miss an appointment. I always set my alarm. Well, I was like, I never sleep past 7:30, 8 o'clock anyway. I don't really need to set my alarm. I'm sure we'll be up. Well, at 9:30, Chris goes, fuck, it's 9:30. And he has a really bad habit of messing with me. Like, he'll say something, and I'm like, no way. And he's like, ha, ha, ha. Well, I thought he was doing one of those, like, just kidding. It was 9:30 on the dot when he woke up. So I don't know how we slept that late, but he had to call the doctor and reschedule, so we had to go in the afternoon. So my whole workout got messed up. My diet got messed up. My day got messed up. So I almost had to move clients around in the afternoon. It was crazy, but he's doing really well. But thank you for asking. He's recovering really well. We go back in 3 weeks. Actually, the day before his birthday, November 4th, we go back for a follow-up. And hopefully it's our last one for the nose. Nice to see you, Cody. Thanks for being in here. Hello, Eduardo to Houston, Texas. Apple Fitness? I don't know what you mean by Apple Fitness. I know there's an app on Apple for fitness. I don't know how to use it, or I've never needed to use it. I write my own programming. What do I recommend for a back workout? Back especially, keep changing it up. There's so many different movements you could do and so many different kinds of machines and free weights. Do some, bent over rows. Change your grip too. You have your palms forward and you're supinated where your palms are facing out. 2 different grips. Hitting your back 2 different ways, really great. You can do that with dumbbells or barbells. You can use a Smith machine for bent over rows. They have great machines to train your back. Mess around with lat pull downs, wide grip, narrow grip, switch grip. Lots of different things you can do. But that's a real loaded question. I could be on here for back workouts all day long. I love training back. It's one of my favorites. Is it beneficial to do 2 workouts per week if they're full body and heavy loads? Riv 1, if that's the only thing you have time to do, it's better than nothing. I usually like to see people do at least 3 days a week, if you can fit in one more. A lot of times I tell people on your days off from work, typically people get 2 days off from work. If you can't get in during the week, try, even if you get like a 30-minute workout, so you get something in, and then train on your 2 days off from work to try and make it a little bit easier, and then you can expand from that. But 3 days is really a good target for the number of days you train. If you can't, yeah, of course, 2 days is better than nothing, right? That's always gonna be better. A Q&A sticker came up. Recent good deed. I don't know. I don't know if I've done a good deed lately. That's a really good question. You're putting me on the spot. I definitely don't know. Oh, I do have one. I really have a full book right now, and somebody reached out for their 17-year-old daughter to train with me, and I really don't have the time. Like, I'll be squeezing, trying to make it work. And we got to talking, and I was like, well, maybe I can give you some like free information kind of thing. And her daughter is an athlete, and she's got that baby fat on her. She's 17, she hasn't lost the baby fat yet, but she's got nice size arms, nice size legs. She's lean. Like I said, she's just a little bit fluffy because of the baby fat. You could tell it's baby fat. And I was like, what is she doing? And the mom was telling me, and she said, she's got this terrible body dysmorphia. I think she looks amazing, but I'm afraid she's gonna end up with an eating disorder. And that just like triggered me, because I had an eating disorder. One of the reasons why I couldn't get pregnant, when I wanted to get pregnant, I was anorexic. And the doctor pointed it out, and I had to gain about 15 pounds to even try and get pregnant. So it pulled on my heartstrings. So I'm working with her right now to get her into my schedule. Even though like I said, I really don't have time, but even if I can get her in every other week and maybe find a window that works for her, sometimes it's worth stretching yourself for somebody when when you feel like you could like kind of save somebody. And I feel like if we can tackle this now, it's gonna give her a much better future without struggling with body dysmorphia, because I know I still struggle with it years later. Like, once you have an eating disorder, it's really hard to come out of it, like completely. So that's my good deed, trying to work somebody into my schedule when I really don't have time. I know I'm gonna get her in, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. Really good question, and you really did stump me. And I knew I was working with something really positive right now. So, good job on that one. Octavius, yeah, pull-ups. I can't believe I didn't say pull-ups for back workouts. Pull-ups are a great exercise. Man, I'm sweating. Whew. You could do pull-ups, you could do assisted pull-ups. You can change your grips, wide grip, narrow grip. Switch grip again. Weighted pull-ups. If you're good at pull-ups, you can start adding weight. Good morning, Brooke. Aloha from Hawaii, Riv One. Good morning, Parrish. If I miss any comments, when I get a sticker with a Q&A, it like literally rolls everything, and it's like hard to go back. Bawani, hello. Helene says the goat. Thank you. Jay says congrats on the FHM cover. Thank you so much. I'm excited. There's actually a red carpet event, I don't know if I told you guys yet, that me and Chris are gonna go to in December. I'm really excited. Kind of a big deal. So I just ordered a bunch of dresses. So maybe I did tell you, because I said I'll do a try on haul with that. Hello, Ryan from Charleston. We'll actually be in Charleston we'll be in Charleston Friday. We're gonna try, have you guys heard of Ebu? It's like a blood, kind of like a filtration system, if you will, would probably be like the best way to describe it. Me and Chris are both doing it on Friday in Charleston. It's not common everywhere yet, but it basically takes your blood out from one side, filters it, and then puts it back in. You have another line tapped in. So it's taking a liter of blood out, filtering it out, oxygenizing it, putting it back in, and it's supposed to help with energy, inflammation, if there's any kind of like blood clots, if heart conditions run in your family, it pulls like blood clots out of your arteries, things like that. So heart disease does run in my family. And with Chris being adopted, we don't know what runs in his family. So we're like, you know what? We have some extra money. Why don't we give that a whirl? And he's been studying it for a while now. We were going to go to California to do it, but he found a place here. So we're excited. That's Friday. Yeah, Michael, helping people deal with eating disorders is definitely a great thing to do. Like I said, it pulls on my heartstrings. So it's definitely like, if I can change her life, I always say that if I can like help one person, like it's worth, like everything that I do is worth it. Jay said I'm wearing his favorite color. A lot of people like the red today. David Flew, I've competed in strongman and CrossFit, not in bodybuilding. So I deadlift cars and pull trucks for a living. All the odd objects, those circus dumbbells, those giant dumbbells where you clean and press overhead, axle bars, Atlas stones, those concrete balls. I do all that stuff. So thank you. Michael said it's a beautiful cover. I was really happy with it. It came out really nice. I can't wait for the magazines to come in, the printed versions. Kristen for Baywatch. Thank you, Zoli. Yeah, Cody. I'm not a very like, I guess I'm more frugal. I don't spend a lot on things that don't have, on things that don't bring me value. So I have no problem dumping like 50 grand into some kind of an investment. I have a big problem dumping 5 grand into a dress that I'm gonna wear once. So yeah, I definitely have a problem with that. That is wasting money in my eyes. But I know some people do, and power to you, but I'm not the girl that's gonna just throw money away like that. I'm very careful with how I spend my money. Good afternoon, Mike. Mike Best is here. He's always in here. Welcome, welcome. Michael is adopted too. He's from Peru, but raised in Brooklyn, New York. Chris was born in New Jersey, actually, and raised in New Jersey. So I guess he was lucky that way. Cody said, sounds great that you're hearing that we're taking such good care of ourselves. We always try to. So especially when things like this kind of crap happened to Chris with polyps in his nose and stuff, and when the more research he was doing, it said it gets rid of inflammation in your body. And if you guys remember, I was saying he's going to be on a shot. I think it's called Nucala for the rest of his life. It's a once-a-month shot that's supposed to reduce inflammation, which is in turn supposed to reduce the chances of polyps coming back. Something like this, this EBU, reducing inflammation in the body, should have that same effect and, you know, be even more helpful. That is how our mind works, and I hope that is how the body works. Mike is out on the bike before going to a job interview. Very exciting. Hello, Viper Mike. What is up? A lot of people with the red love today. Joe Crazy says, red hitting different today, and the hair is fire. Thank you. I got my hair done on Monday, actually. My hairstylist, Bethany, from The Chair, shout out to The Chair in Myrtle Beach. She's amazing every time. Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say. Investment ideas. Real estate, always a good one. We're looking at some properties now. Oil and gas. We invested in a mineral fund last year. Moved some of our IRA money into that. So, I mean, natural gases is a good one. I'd like to get into that a little bit. As many forms of income as possible. Yeah, absolutely, Viper Mike. As many streams of income as you can get Get on it. Your toothbrush color? My toothbrush is purple and white. It's an electric toothbrush. I love to brush my teeth. I love to brush and I love to floss. Some would say I'm obsessed. Chris will tell you, when somebody says like, how are your teeth so white? I don't have whitening treatments at all. I brush and I floss multiple times a day. I don't like if I feel something in my mouth. It kind of skeeves me. I guess that's an OCD thing. But brushing and flossing are why my teeth are so white. Obsessed. Elite 688 is from Jersey. That is where I'm originally from. Viper Mike in the house. Hello, hello. Michael says we're in great shape. Thank you. D Crazy is from the Bronx. A lot of Northeast in here today. It's warm in here. Elite says red doesn't look nice. It's power. It's a source of power. That's right. That's right. Red is a power color. That is correct. Good afternoon, Summit. He should see an immunologist? Dude, crazy. Who should? What's an immunologist? I have to Google that. Yeah, Viper Mike, rental properties. That's a big one for investments. DJ Razor says, I have a 10-pack of abs. I don't know about all that, but I'm definitely feeling pretty tight right now. And I'm definitely sweating right now, that's for sure. Thank you, Viper Mike. He said I have a beautiful smile. Hello, Johnny. Welcome. I have about 7 minutes left on here, doing 30 minutes today. Yeah, Cody, real estate is always a great investment. Oil and gas, so much to get into. And it's always best to have as many investments as possible. That is exactly the mindset that I have, Cody. Absolutely. I'm doing good, Ghost. Like I said, I haven't been on here too much in the last week. Things have gotten a little busy. I've been staying up till 3 in the morning on Sex Panther. But if you want me one-on-one, that's where you will find me. I just go by Kristen Graham. It's very easy to find me. And right now I'm ranked number 2 or number 3 on the site. So I must be doing a good job, guys. Cody is from San Francisco, California. So it's early there. It is still morning for you, Cody. Red means stop. Well, Christopher, I will be stopping soon. Just not yet. Johnny is super. I'm doing well too. So many people like the red today. No, I don't have my waist belt on today. I didn't throw it on. Actually, I have a meeting later, so I've been trying to wear it. I have been wearing it more, so I got that new one, and I couldn't wear it for more than 45 minutes at first, so do it for cardio, and then I had to pull it off. Now I'm getting it on for like 2 hours and 40-ish minutes. So I have a meeting this afternoon that is gonna be a little longer. So I figured between the meeting and I have one client this evening, I'm gonna probably have it on for about that time, so I didn't wanna wear it twice today. So I left it off for cardio. And honestly, I had a glute and delt workout today. When I first got on here, I said my glutes are numb right now. They hurt so bad. So I don't think between that I could have put it on. They feel way too swollen to like cinch the belt. So I left it off. So you get to see my full physique today, minus my legs because where the camera is. Lazarus, I can't get abs. I like pizza. Well, you gotta stay off the pizza. Stay off the dough, babe. Ronald says, you look great. Thank you. Do I like to swim? No, not really. I mean, I like to stay afloat. I don't like to drown, but I'm not like somebody that swims for exercise, but it is very good for you. No, I'd rather be on the treadmill. Thank you, Michael. He said I'm doing a great job, loves my workouts. Ninja said I'm pretty, thank you very much. There's a procedure where they remove a rib on both sides, which would give a more tapered waist. I've heard of that. I've definitely heard of that. They do that, I think, in Europe, actually. They might do it in Latin America, too. I think that's why those girls have teeny tiny waists and big, big butts. The big butts is genetics, but the tiny waist, I'm pretty sure, has to do with removing ribs. They do a lot of elective procedures down in South America, Central America. DJ said he just looked it up, didn't know about Sex Panther. I feel like Tony the Tiger, it's great. Well, if you just found it, you're gonna really like it. I'll tell you that much. That is all I'm gonna say. You have to find me on there for yourself. Thank you, Johnny. He's still praying for me and Chris. Chris is doing really well, though. He had his follow-up yesterday, and he's doing well. Yeah, Christopher, I need a massage for my glutes. I mean, they're killing me just walking on the treadmill right now. I'm starting to feel them. I think the incline is making them feel worse, to be honest. I am not single, Ninja. I'm married. This man, Chris, people keep asking about is my husband. 17 years married, 21 years together. Did you see my Instagram story yesterday? Chris ran out, was running errands, and he walks in the door. I come in for my clients, and he hands me flowers. After 17 years of marriage, that man still melts my heart. I was like, what are these for? And he's like, oh, they're for you. So he put them in a vase. He did all the things yesterday, out of nowhere. I didn't do anything special. He just loves me. Then what do they say on Friends? He's her lobster. You remember that? I'm dating myself. I freaking loved Friends. I would watch it every day if I had the time to. All repeats, but I'm okay with it. Cody says, I'm not gonna lie, I love pizza, brushing my teeth, and swimming, but I'd rather be on my bike for cardio. Okay. We got some things in common and some things not in common. I appreciate the honesty. That's what makes us all unique. Christopher tries to swim every day. Lazarus says you've always been very pretty. Thank you. A lot of changes to me over the years. I had bangs for a really long time. Actually, since the inception of my YouTube channel, I had bangs up until maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago. So that's new. I've had a couple different breast augmentations. You guys have been along for the ride. Competed in different sports, retired from competing in sports. You guys have been here for all of it. Some of you have been here literally for all of it, which I appreciate so much. Thank you for following me for so long. Marshmallow Fluff, good question, and thank you for the tip. Do you tuck your pelvis under during squats? No, but if you put your hand on your stomach and push your stomach out to activate your core, that's the position that I want you to be in. I don't want you to physically like tuck your pelvis up. That's gonna put your back in a compromised position, but you do want to engage your core the whole time. I have a client right now that has literally no pelvic floor, and my big job right now is I'm constantly pushing on her to make her press into me to help her engage her pelvic floor. And the shift in her demeanor when she feels it engage, that's what you should be achieving when you're doing squats. a shift in your pelvic floor, making sure you're nice and tight. I don't know if marshmallow fluff, I don't know if you're a male or a female by that name, but as a female, if you can engage your pelvic floor, you will stop peeing yourself while you squat. So thank me later. That is something you have to work on and train your body to do, and eventually it does become second nature to you, and your body will just do it. But in the beginning, you have to force yourself to do it. Simpleton says, married 17 years, good job. Thank you. Whew, I'm over 30 minutes now. I do have to go shower and get my day going. Cardio is a little bit less than it used to be because I've been feeling so good and lean lately, but I've been lifting really heavy, which feels amazing. If I did miss anybody's questions, I think I got a lot of people's questions today though, because I'm scrolling down to the bottom. I'll probably be on tomorrow, or Friday, probably not. I'll probably be on tomorrow. Friday's gonna be tough because we got that Ebu thing. But I will see you guys next time, and if you wanna catch me one-on-one, Sex Panther is where it's at. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for being here.